Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I'm here again, your engineer, with a brand new video that could save you thousands of dollars in repairs and add years of life to your car's engine. If you've ever thought that the most important part of engine care is just changing the oil on time, then this video is going to surprise you. Because the truth is, most of the early engine problems people face don't come from bad oil at all. They come from small mistakes, things you do or don't do right before the oil change itself. And almost nobody talks about them. Mechanics won't tell you because when engines fail, they make more money. But today, I'll open the toolbox of real secrets that can keep your engine healthy for the long run. Think about this. With just one simple step done before each oil change, you could add hundreds of thousands of miles to your engine's life. That's not an exaggeration. But if you don't do it, every oil change you've ever done could actually be slowly damaging your motor instead of protecting it. Imagine spending money, time, and effort on regular oil changes, believing you're taking care of your car, while in reality, sludge, carbon, and tiny particles are building up inside, eating away at your engine little by little. That's the hidden danger I want to help you avoid. And here's the good news. You're not going to get just one tip today. I'll be sharing 7 powerful pre-oil change secrets that most mechanics keep to themselves. These are practical, simple steps that anyone can do, yet they make a massive difference in how smooth, efficient, and long-lasting your car runs. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap for protecting your engine in ways most drivers don't even know about. But first, let me ask you something. Have you ever gone for an oil change, paid for fresh oil, maybe even a new filter, and still noticed your car using more gas than it should? Or maybe it kept idling rough or felt sluggish as if nothing had really improved? That's not just age or wear. It usually means something important was overlooked. If that's ever happened to you, let me know in the comments. You're not alone, and once you understand what's really going on, you'll see why so many people experience the same problem. So let's get started. The very first secret is one almost no one talks about: warming up the engine before draining the oil. It sounds simple, but it's a game changer. Oil behaves very differently when it's cold versus when it's warm. Cold oil is thick, sticky, and clings to the inside of the engine like glue. If you drain it while it's cold, nearly half a quart of dirty sludge stays behind, stuck to the crankcase and other parts. And here's the scary part. If you repeat that mistake every 5,000 miles year after year, you're slowly baking a layer of filth into your engine that never really goes away. Now, if you warm up the engine to just above normal operating temperature before draining, everything changes. Warm oil is thinner, more fluid, and it carries dirt and contaminants with it as it drains out. Instead of leaving sludge behind, you're flushing away up to 95% of the bad stuff. The best way to do it? Take your car for a short drive. About 10 minutes is enough. Then turn it off and wait 2 or 3 minutes so the oil is hot, but not dangerously scalding. Drain it at that point, and you'll get a much cleaner, more effective oil change. This one habit alone can add years to your engine's life. Now for the second secret, flushing out the leftover quart. Even when you drain warm oil, not all of it comes out. A small amount always gets trapped in the oil pump and narrow passages, and it's full of contaminants. The moment you add new oil, that dirty leftover mixes with the fresh oil and weakens it instantly. The solution is simple. After you drain the oil the first time, pour in about half a quart of cheap oil, let it sit for 30 seconds, then drain it again. This quick rinse carries away the leftover sludge and gives your engine a much cleaner start. Think of it like rinsing a dirty glass before pouring a fresh drink. You wouldn't mix clean water with dirty water and then drink it, so don't let your engine do it either. The third secret is small but vital. Always replace the crush washer. This tiny ring of copper or aluminum sits under your drain bolt and seals the oil pan. Once it's crushed and reused, it doesn't seal properly anymore. That means tiny leaks can start without you even noticing. Over time, those leaks drain your oil level down, starving the engine of lubrication and wearing out the bearings. A new washer costs only a few cents, but skipping it can cost you thousands in repairs. Smart drivers keep extras on hand, and experienced mechanics always use a new one every oil change. Secret number 4 is to prime your oil filter before installing it. This is something even many professionals skip, but it makes a huge difference. When you screw on an empty filter, your engine has to run for several seconds before the pump fills it with oil. During those seconds, metal parts are grinding against each other with no protection. Over time, that repeated dry startup takes years off your engine's life. The fix is simple. Before you install the new filter, fill it halfway with fresh oil. That way, when you start your engine, oil flows immediately and prevents unnecessary wear. This is especially important for trucks and SUVs, since their larger filters hold more oil. The 5th secret is about torque. Too many people rely on guesswork, tightening the drain plug or oil filter by feel. The problem is, if it's too loose, you get leaks. If it's too tight, you risk stripping threads, crushing gaskets, or even damaging the oil pan, a repair that can cost $500 to $1,000. Instead of guessing, always follow the torque specifications in your car's manual. Most drain plugs tighten to about 25 to 30 foot-pounds, and most oil filters should be hand-tightened and then given about a quarter turn more. Doing it right keeps your engine safe and prevents costly mistakes. Now for secret number 6. Always check for metal shavings in the used oil. After you drain it, shine a flashlight into the pan and look closely. If you see shiny metallic particles, that's a warning sign. It's not dirt, it's your engine wearing down. Tiny shavings can mean early bearing wear, piston damage, or camshaft problems. If you catch it early, you can fix the issue before it turns into a seized engine. One upgrade I recommend is a magnetic drain plug. It costs less than $20, and it traps metal shavings each time you change the oil. When you check it, you'll know immediately whether your engine is wearing too fast. It's like having a built-in warning system. And finally, the 7th secret. Clean the oil filler cap and neck before adding new oil. This step is so often ignored, but it's more important than you think. When you remove the filler cap, you'll often see dirt, dust, or even moisture collected around it. If you pour new oil straight in, that grime falls right into your clean oil and contaminates it instantly. To prevent that, always wipe the cap, the seal, and the filler neck with a clean, lint-free cloth before adding new oil. It only takes a few seconds, but it makes sure your new oil stays clean from the very beginning. So there you have it. 7 powerful secrets that most drivers never learn and that many mechanics never mention. These aren't complicated, and they don't require expensive tools. They're small, simple habits that can add years of life to your engine, improve fuel economy, and save you from costly breakdowns. Remember, changing your oil isn't just about swapping fluids. It's about protecting the heart of your car. Take these steps seriously, and your engine will reward you with smoother performance and a much longer lifespan. Now for step number 8, resetting the oil life monitor correctly. This little detail gets skipped more than almost anything else during oil changes, yet it can cause some serious confusion later. Modern cars don't just look at mileage anymore. They use advanced sensors to track engine load, temperature, driving habits, and even idling time to decide when the oil needs to be changed. It's like having a built-in computer that constantly checks how your oil is aging. But here's the catch. If you don't reset the system after your oil change, your car will assume you skipped it entirely. That means the reminder light or maintenance alert shows up at the wrong time, and you end up driving far too long on dirty oil without realizing it. Every car resets differently. Some luxury cars like BMW or Mercedes require a strange sequence of ignition key turns or holding down buttons in just the right order, while many newer models hide the option inside infotainment menus. It can be tricky the first time, but your owner's manual or even a quick online search will show you the exact method for your model. Take the extra minute to do it right. That simple reset ensures your car tracks oil life accurately and helps your engine stay protected for the long haul. Step 9 is where most people miss a golden opportunity, checking seals and gaskets while your car is already up on a lift or jack stands. Think about it. The hardest part, getting under the car, is already done. This is your chance to do a quick inspection that could save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars later. Grab a flashlight and carefully look at the oil pan, valve cover, and timing cover. What you're looking for is seepage, tiny wet spots or shiny stains that hint at a leak starting. It might not look like a big deal, but that $10 gasket can easily turn into a $1,000 repair if left ignored. Oil leaks are sneaky. They don't just drip on the driveway. They can soak belts, damage sensors, or cause seals to degrade faster. And worst of all, they quietly lower your oil level without you noticing until it's too late. Here's a pro tip. After every oil change, wipe down those areas. Then, if you see fresh oil later, you'll know it's a new leak, not old residue. That way you catch problems early, long before they snowball into something major. Step 10 is about one of the most overlooked components in your engine, the PCV valve. Positive crankcase ventilation might sound complicated, but it's just a small valve that keeps pressure inside the engine balanced. When it's working properly, it channels gases out of the crankcase so pressure doesn't build up. But when it clogs, it's like putting a lid on a boiling pot. The pressure builds, sludge starts forming, seals begin to crack, and suddenly your oil is breaking down much faster than normal. The scary part is, most people never check it. The good news is that testing it takes less than a minute. Just pull it out and give it a shake. If it rattles, it's fine. If it doesn't, it's clogged and needs replacing. They usually cost between $10 and $15, and swapping one out can save you thousands in repairs. Many manufacturers, including Honda and Ford, actually include PCV inspection in their maintenance schedules, but most drivers ignore it. Don't be one of them. A quick check before every oil change can extend both your oil life and your engine's lifespan dramatically. Step 11 is all about filters, and this is where cutting corners really comes back to bite people. From the outside, a cheap $3 filter looks nearly identical to a high-quality one, but the inside is where the differences hide. Bargain filters use thin filter paper that tears easily, weak seals that can't handle heat, and flimsy bypass valves that give up under pressure. That means dirty, unfiltered oil keeps circulating through your engine. Independent testers, like Project Farm, have shown over and over that cheap filters collapse under stress, while OEM filters and trusted brands like Wix, Bosch, or Mobil 1 hold up and trap far more contaminants. A filter is literally the last line of defense between your engine and damaging grit. Think about it this way. Saving $5 on a cheap filter today might mean spending $5,000 on an engine rebuild tomorrow. It's just not worth the risk. Always stick with OEM or a high-quality brand, and you'll protect your engine from damage that you can't even see until it's too late. Now for step 12, using the correct oil specification. This is one of the most common mistakes, even among seasoned DIY mechanics. A lot of people think, if the bottle says 5W30, it's fine. But modern engines are much more demanding than that. They're built with extremely tight tolerances, turbochargers, and emission systems that need oils with very specific additive packages. That's why certifications like API SN+, ILSAC GF6, or GM Dexos 1 Gen 3 exist. These aren't just random letters. They guarantee the oil has the right chemistry to protect your exact engine. Pouring in the wrong oil might not blow up your motor right away, but over time it can cause premature wear, sludge buildup, or even void your warranty. And here's the sneaky part. Some shops don't bother double checking. They just pour in whatever's on hand. Don't let that happen to your car. Always demand oil that meets the exact specification listed in your owner's manual. Matching the numbers and certifications is the difference between an engine that fails at 120,000 miles and one that runs strong for 300,000 or more. Finally, step 13. the hidden step almost no one talks about. This one has nothing to do with oil itself, yet it has a massive impact on how long your engine lasts. Before every oil change, take a moment to check and clean your air filter housing. Most people only swap the filter when it looks dirty, but they forget about the box it sits in. Over time, dirt, dust, leaves, and even insects collect inside that housing. Every bit of debris that slips past a clogged or dirty filter ends up in your oil, where it turns into sludge and grinds away at engine components. By cleaning the housing and replacing the filter when needed, you give your fresh oil the cleanest possible start. It's like laying down a spotless foundation before building a house. Everything lasts longer when you begin clean. Plus, when you clear out the housing, you prevent new debris from being sucked in the second you start the engine. It's such a simple step, but it's often the difference between an engine that dies young and one that runs for 500,000 miles. And if you found these steps valuable, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps more than you know, and it makes sure you don't miss future tips that can save you thousands of dollars and keep your car running like new for years to come.